actually proposed a challenge to people at home, the 3-date challenge, where if you spend enough time with a person, you start to develop feelings and you like them and enjoy them. Is friends with benefits the exception to that?
I think that getting to a friends with benefits situation with someone that you really, really, really like is probably going to end up with you catching feelings. Yeah. Hi guys, Naza here.
And Sally.
And we're back with another episode of
Dating in the City.
So this episode is very special. We wanted to give thanks with some of our best friends. And so we're having a great Friendsgiving dinner.
Yes.
And what are we talking about? We're talking about friends with benefits.
It's only appropriate.
For Friendsgiving. Alright guys, so Sally, how about you introduce this lovely lady to my left and this handsome gentleman to my right?
So we have these two amazing people on the show today because they're both in the food industry. And again, running with the theme of Friendsgiving and Thanksgiving. Namdi has this amazing food truck called Meat Meat. Namdi, do you want to tell us about it?
We are the first and only Sloppy Joe food truck in DC and in the universe, actually.
The whole universe.
The entire thing. We have 9 different sandwiches with different meats and sides. Really enjoyable at Meat Meat DC for the best food in the universe, right?
And what about this lovely lady that looks like me a little bit?
Tisha is actual blood family.
Yeah.
I know her through you.
Yes. This is my sister. If you guys can't tell, we look just alike.
You're a caterer. You have amazing food.
Yes.
Tell us where people can contact you and what kind of food you have.
So you can contact me at www.llscatering.com.
Can we talk about the food?
Yeah.
So she's giving all the contact information. I'm like, what kind of food are we getting? What kind of food do you specialize in?
We'll put in some images of what we had today.
We don't specialize in anything. We do it all.
Okay.
Please note that. So whatever you would like to have done, we do it. Whether it's Mediterranean, soul food, comfort, whatever you want, we're there.
So you make handmade pasta?
Yes, we will.
I think I'm like sibling rivalry right here.
If you guys who know me and know my sister, you know that she keeps it all the way 100, and so I knew that I had to have her on this episode. We'll get a little risque, talk about, what really happens in relationships, and then we had to have the male perspective with a topic like this. And so Namdi is definitely a guy's guy, and we're about to find out all the details about it. Okay, so let's get into it.
All right, friends with benefits. What is it and does it work? Who wants to start?
Friends with benefits to me is just a friend that provides the benefits that I need. So whatever that may be, whether I want a friend and I just want to go to the movies and I need someone to whether I want a friend and you're in the sex category only. So benefits is whatever I need.
So do you agree that friends with benefits can be all different types of benefits, or from your perspective is friends with benefits have a specific meaning?
It's all types. I like that you said you could go to the movies with this one person. That could be the benefit, because a lot of times friend with benefit is just basically you like the girlfriend or boyfriend experience, but you don't want the girlfriend or boyfriend headache.
You don't stick around for a short time.
So it could be you like going to the movies with your boyfriend. You don't have one now, but you still like going to the movies. So that's what's going to be the benefit for that particular person. But more likely than not, there is a sexual element with it. You just have to have that discussion. I think the number one thing with friend with benefit is honesty. You got to be honest with yourself first, such that you will be willing to put yourself in a friend with benefit relationship.
It's so interesting that you both talk about the friends with benefits being more than just having it be a sexual relationship, because almost everything I've read is about like the sexual aspect of a friends with benefits. And even in reading articles about how to make a friends with benefits work, experts typically say, you have to watch for behavior where you start to see the person behaving like they are in a romantic relationship. So how do you feel about that aspect? Like if you go to the movies, it is romantic when you've been intimate with someone. But I guess for me, it's really interesting to hear your perspective on it, because it's obviously more gray than I thought.
But what are the 4 rules
Oh yeah, you were talking
No,
about
I
this
want to
earlier.
hear
Okay.
about the 4 rules.
Wait. So
Yes.
what it's called?
It's the 4 rules that end the friends with benefits.
Okay.
End.
Oh God. Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
this is what we
Yes. One.
Are we ready?
Mhm.
Yes.
1 is if each person starts liking each other.
Okay.
Okay.
Because
Yes.
we're dating now, we're in a relationship now, so there's no friends with benefits.
But, yeah.
2 is if one other person isn't feeling the situation anymore.
Mm-hmm. They're done.
Yeah, they're just done with it. Another is if one person gets in a serious relationship with somebody else.
That will do it.
All of
Yes.
these things happen.
Yes.
And the last is if each person you're just not feeling it anymore.
Right.
And a lot of people, they don't talk about that because they don't, when that ultimately comes up, they don't know how to handle it.
Right.
So if that's out there, those are the 4 rules. Stick by them, abide by them, because when that happens, you know what the situation, you know what
Right,
happened,
right.
and then you guys just end the relationship.
So do you guys think that for any friends with benefits relationship, like a conversation establishing it as a friends with benefits relationship needs to happen?
It's a must.
It's a must, right? So, because sometimes I think that people go from actually dating, right, and they transition. Actually, maybe it's like, oh, we're dating, we like each other, but we're not actually want to be in a relationship.
Right.
So it starts to curve into like a friends with benefits situation.
But is that really a friends with benefits situation? Because friends with benefits implies that you're friends first.
Does it?
Well, that's the if you define friends with benefits, I guess you would think that it starts off as a friendship. But if it is just a hookup or someone you dated, then I don't know how to I don't know what the actual
You always need to have a conversation that this is what our relationship is.
Yes. Now, when I was 25, no. 25, I'm like, it is what it is, let's go. 35, yeah. I need to make sure that we both understand exactly what's taking place, because if I have to refer back to this,
right.
you know, I'm gonna definitely let you know. Look, on this date at this time,
right.
we had this conversation. You told me, oh yeah, I agree, and I'm down.
So
with
it's
that.
almost
like a verbal contract.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I'm saying
Exactly.
it's like a friends with benefits charter.
Right.
Like you make this charter at the beginning of the relationship that like solidifies the rules that govern the relationship. So I want to know what 2 top rules are on each of your charters.
That's a good question.
Communicate. Let me know what's going on. We even might, within the charter would be monthly check-ins to find out if this is
It's
still what you
so
want.
right. Oh my God, that's so good. Yeah.
Something like that.
What was your-
It would definitely be communication, but also no kissing.
Oh my gosh, so she's Julia Roberts over here in Pretty Woman. Why no kissing?
Because that brings feelings.
That's the intimacy.
Oh, what, you don't think having actual sex brings more feelings?
No.
Oh, okay.
So there's different ways to have sex. So you don't have to have like the traditional, you know, face-to-face missionary kissing and loving and talking. No, not for friends. with
You're not even
benefits.
tempted, like you're not. I mean, obviously you're in the moment and things happen, but you're like that's a hard rule for you. Like
Yes.
that's a no.
Very hard.
What if you feel like kissing the person? Would you stop yourself and be like, oh, I'm actually catching feelings for this guy, and this should probably not go on anymore?
I think the way that I'm set up, I don't think about kissing. For one, I'm a germsy type of person.
She is, you guys.
Yeah, I don't even drink behind people, or use the same fork.
Except for that one time.
Okay.
One time.
You're never gonna let this die.
Let's talk about something from our childhood, you guys.
You're gonna have to tell us this inside joke right here. Explain it.
For our premium members.
So wait, listen.
Oh, you're gonna get on the free version? All right, get
Oh
on
no,
the free version.
I like
Get
the
on
premium idea.
Get on the free version. Get on the
Don't
free
worry about. We were growing up in Detroit, right? So we live with my grandmother, and my sister is literally, she is a germaphobe. She does not like to drink after anybody, and she's been like that since we were kids. Okay, anytime I wanted some of her soda or whatever, she was like, no.
Get a cup.
Get a cup. So my aunt, who was older than us, she was like 16, 17, had a guy friend that came over to the house. Okay. He was handsome, all right. My sister
chocolate, handsome.
My sister obviously had a little crush on him because we all walk up to the house and he's sharing a soda with Tisha on the porch, and we're like, Letitia, that can't be you drinking off some random dude's soda.
Yeah, it was the best pop ever.
So communication. What about you, Sally? Would you have any rules for your friends with benefits charter?
I don't think I could handle a friends with benefits to begin with, so I probably don't need a charter.
But why not?
I'm a very emotional person, and I'm either all in or nothing at all. Like, I can't do the in between, and not because I'm afraid I'm gonna catch feelings, but because I don't have the energy at this point in my life to invest in anything but a serious and long-term relationship, because it's exhausting. And even if that means just like meeting from time to time, that's still pressure on me to like think about, okay, when are we gonna meet? Like, are you going to be a priority that week? It's just, it's not the kind of energy that I like to attract at this point. So I don't have any advice on friends with benefits except do what you're comfortable with, because, and don't do it in the hopes of, you know, this person is going to like me if they spend enough time with me, or if they like realize how great we are on an intimate level. Like, he'll start to develop feelings like you're setting yourself up for failure.
I was actually gonna bring that up because a lot of people do the benefits because they're thinking that they can change the other person, and that does not work. So that person always gets their feelings hurt.
What I was thinking about was maybe the reason why people don't do friends with benefits. It's really complicated what we're talking. We're talking about charters and rules and all that. That's, like you said, it's a lot of energy is taken into that, and it's like, why would you?
One thing that we were talking about is whether ultimately we think that friends with benefits relationships are healthy. Like, do you think that, you know, we already acknowledge that they don't last very long, right? So
sorry, we have a friend.
It's not to say that they don't last long.
Yeah.
So they can last long, and the friends with benefits is what you make it. So you're going to go into the situation and you're either going to be honest with the next person and honest with yourself, or you're going to lie just to be able to deal with this person. So the benefits won't last. It can be healthy. It's just your mentality going into the situation.
So what do you think that they are healthy relationships?
Same thing. If you're real with yourself, as far as being honest with yourself, and transferring that honesty on to the person you're having a relationship with, if that's exactly what you want to do. But if you're not certain about it, and you still go into it without the certainty, then it's not healthy. It's not for you.
So I love that you're both here for this episode, because you both come across as very level-headed and smart when it comes to friends with benefits. But why do we hear so many horror stories about friends with benefits?
Going absolutely wrong.
I'm assuming like usually things just don't work and it's messy and dramatic. So do you have any messy and dramatic stories?
I don't have any messy or dramatic stories because I'm like really honest. I don't hold no cut cards. If I'm done with you, I'm done with you. I'm going to explain to you why I'm done with you. If I want to deal with you, then we're going to sit down and we're going to have a conversation about what's going to take place. And if somebody decides to catch feelings, then I let them know, hey, maybe we need to back up, you know, and I'll catch you in a little while.
Once you will put them on the back burner, simmer.
But do you catch feelings? Have you?
I have caught feelings for one person, yes.
How'd that turn out?
We're still friends with benefits.
Oh.
In fact, I'll see him tonight.
Okay. Still friends with benefits. That's the 9-year relationship.
Yes.
Wow. That's
going back to the rules. One of the rules is it ends when you start to catch feelings, right?
Unless you're honest about it and the other person receives it and says that it's okay.
You told him you'll catch your feelings.
Yes.
He said what?
That is cool. That he already had feelings for me, but you know we know where we are with the relationship. So it didn't
become a real relationship. Y'all didn't become.
No, never. But it did make the sex even better.
So you think the honesty?
So he is the one person that I have kissed.
Oh my God!
You breaking
He's her Richard Gere.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Is it difficult for you?
He's the one and only person that I have ever kissed.
But do you still kiss him, or like you have in the past?
No, I have in the past.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So he has. So you both have strong feelings for each other.
Yes, and our.
His male brain is blown.
Is it just sex, or it's?
It's just sex.
It's just sex. Okay, so this is like the quintessential friend of benefits relationship. It's just sex. You don't want anything else from it. Somehow they're not together. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
That's what, yeah.
That sounds so difficult to me.
Yeah.
Like to have feelings for your friends with benefits and still see them. No, like I think for me, I'm like, I agree. Once you catch feelings, it's probably.
So y'all have never done stuff outside of sex, like movie, like
No.
Why'd you kiss him?
Because I felt that I was emotionally involved with him.
So
this is wild. But
I
you would
wanted
never.
the connection when we were having sex to be better.
So have you had dramatic stories?
Not really. I mean, traumatic in the sense that there are times in which I've caught feelings, but she hasn't felt the same. So it just ended on that note. So I mean, it's bad, traumatic for me, but I mean for her, you know, she's living her best life. I'm
so horny.
Sorry. Oh my gosh. We made him talk about his feelings.
Had to open up.
The real portion of the program.
That's when you know a guy, ladies. That's when you know a guy is really feeling you. When he get the V word, vulnerable. He comes vulnerable on you.
So true. She in trouble then, right?
So what's vulnerable? Like you talk about your feelings and how you feel about her to her?
Yes.
Or just how you feel about anything.
Anything. I mean, anything.
Okay.
But a lot of women are not ready for that.
Interesting. Really?
Because, they're not. They don't know how to handle it when it happens. So they get scared.
Is it because they don't feel the same way? Or?
Maybe that has something to do with it. But I mean, I'm just saying, like, I mean, generalizing, a lot of women want that vulnerability from their guys, but
once they receive it,
they're just like, I don't want that. So.
Right.
But I think it goes back ultimately what you're both saying about communication, like to make sure you're on the same page emotionally so that you know where this person is in terms of how they feel about you. And like, should you be vulnerable with them, or are they just in a different spectrum where they just don't see you as a romantic partner?
So I just have one last question. Do we think that dating apps are making friends with benefits relationships, exacerbating friends with benefits relationships, and preventing people from being able to find more meaningful relationships? Or do you think that they're just helping people do what they would have done anyway, which is enter these types of relationships?
Great question. I think that it gives me more access to a better pool of men that I would prefer to have friends with benefits with.
Ooh, what about you? So
I think dating apps are actually helping friends with benefits, especially one particular app, Carpe Diem. Have you heard of it?
Yeah. Real relationships are being made there, you guys. But also, you're adults.
But the reason I mention it is the feature where you have to communicate with somebody via video chat. Within 48 hours or 24? 48. You could have that time to communicate and talk about what you want right up front rather than texting somebody and whatnot. Once you have that conversation, you know if you should have another conversation.
Right.
So the fact that you can see somebody and do that is pretty beneficial.
Well, guys, we want to thank you both, Letitia and Nandi, for
more than welcome
for joining us for another awesome episode of Dating in the City. Please make sure that you hit them both up. They're both on IG and Facebook. You gotta try their food.
And we hope you all have an amazing Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And we're so grateful for our friends and our family and everyone who's been supporting Carpe Diem. Thank you for watching. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.